guess one of the top things I've seen, which I don't know I don't know how I feel about this, and kind of talking it out with you maybe help me come to a conclusion. But and I know it could be completely, just an over dramatic reaction or overreaction to what had just happened recently, which is
Mhm.
the Chiefs getting blown out in a Super Bowl. But a lot of people are posing the question: is this the start of the Kansas City downfall?
Yes.
Okay, the obvious answer for me is no, because it's Patrick Mahomes. Like
Yeah,
we're not
agreed.
going to play this game where okay, they are screwed right now and there's absolutely no chance they're going to be able to rebuild and be contenders next season.
My
But
thing is more of like because the narrative was a heavy push toward them. I think the narrative might swing the other way because for real, we didn't see like impressive football from them
but
at all this year.
this is a very pivotal offseason. This
Yeah, no, they need
offseason
to
is
get
going
like a
to
real team together.
this offseason is going to decide if this is the start of their downfall or not.
Yeah,
And you got like the obvious Kelsey's future, who
yeah.
I knew it. They were trying to, throw us off the, they were trying to make us look left when they were going right last second, saying, "Oh, he wants to play 3 more years or whatever." That was bullshit.
Fuck out of here.
He's
Also, Jason
he's
Kelsey's pissed right now, dude.
why is Jason Kelsey pissed?
The Eagles just won a Super Bowl.
Ah,
He's
man, the
got to be
Eagles did
so.
just win the
Dude, his
Super
whole
Bowl.
family's like, yo, cut the shit, retire. We're tired of you being away. The whole time, he's more away than he was as an Eagle. He's on TV every Sunday. He's calling guys, not he didn't call anyone the F word, but he said it. Hey, everyone said bad things at some point. Um,
Uh huh.
but no, he's everywhere, and he like decided not to play center this year, which he easily could have, and
Yeah.
won another Super Bowl. But
Well, I mean, I don't know if easily could have. He's old. He got old.
no,
He's
not
getting
easily,
older.
but
He probably
he
could
could
have.
have.
Um, I see, and it's funny, yeah. And he retires, didn't get to win a Super Bowl. His brother didn't get to win a Super Bowl either. Even though, I mean, his brother's got enough, but his brother is
Yeah,
weighing out his options right now. Travis Kelce, obviously. And the
he's on
Chiefs
the
gave
phone with
him.
his agent. His agent, and Taylor's agent, and Raj are
Well,
trying to figure
well,
shit out.
well. The Chiefs gave him a deadline. They said
Apparently, yeah,
they said he
because they got
needs.
12 mil on the line or something
They want to
stupid.
hear his decision by March 14th.
Dang it, that quick?
Which that kind of tells me that they're not going to mind if he walks.
Of course.
Like, okay, here's like, it's like, all right, you got a month. Figure eight. It's like, this is what it sounds like. Hey, let us know what you're gonna do, so we know what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
Okay.
let
I
us.
mean, like if you
Yeah,
want to, I mean, if you want to come back, like, sure, all right, we'll figure it out with you. But if not, I mean, if not, no hard feelings. Like
yeah,
that's
we
kind
have.
of what it seems like.
Yeah, agreed.
Like
But
given this short of a deadline, but you're right, it might also be about money.
yeah, no, they said something about money. Um, but I mean, I don't know. Again, we didn't see a ton from Kelsey this year, um, especially in his older age. He's starting to slow, and he is essentially a receiver, a big receiver. Um, Not a whole lot of run help out there or protection help or whatever. Um, but no, I think the Chiefs have done fine to develop new tight ends. Noah Gray played fine this year. I think they've got someone else back there. I don't
I
know.
mean, this is just the setup for Kelsey retiring, and then the Chiefs signing Kyle Pitts, and them they're then
Repurposing Kyle Pitts is
They're gonna
Mahomes
resurrect.
the only quarterback that Kyle Pitts can play with.
They're gonna resurrect. Well, I mean, what has he had? Well, let me stop.
Let's not.
Let me stop. Let me stop.
Let's
I'm not
not.
gonna defend Kyle Pitts, but I am gonna say
Yeah,
he's gonna go to Kansas City and be completely resurrected
like
and
we
play like
can't
he should
we
have
can't have
4 years
Justin
ago.
Jefferson out here balling with Sam Darnold and then go, whoa, he just got Kirk Cousins and
Well,
that's about
that's
it.
the thing, though. No matter what, he's gonna go to Kansas City and resurrect. His career will be resurrected. There's no question.
Or it
So
could just end. Like if he
Kelsey,
doesn't turn it on with Pat, it's over.
Kelsey can walk, and I think that their future will be okay for the tight end
Of
position.
course.
But I don't think they can stick with the we can win with anybody type of vibe that they kind of
No,
seem
and
like.
I think they felt that in the Super Bowl
Well,
because all year they were winning with not a lot, not a
see,
lot
but
of points.
do you really think they look at it like they forget every single thing that happened up until that game and only want to like? You don't think that there are certain things that they have been trying to work on throughout the season that really got exposed in the Super Bowl that
No,
maybe they've
well,
been worried about all year?
I think that I mean people call it conspiracies or whatever, and you say we're bullshitting or whatever, but there's like videos of Mahomes not getting hit when he leaves the pocket, and being able to skirt up the sideline and do those things, and then Super Bowl hits and he's dancing around and shit,
Oh,
but he's getting hit. So
okay. I
to
mean, if you
me,
want
it
to talk
feels like
about
they weren't used to having to play real football. They were
okay,
getting stupid penalties. They were making stupid errors and shit, and
yeah, okay.
they have to kind of get back to playing real football.
From that like from that point of view, yeah. I mean, just less bias from the refs. It would obviously shake them up and throw their whole game plan off a little bit. But I'm also, no matter what, like I'm hoping that they are going into the game not banking on favoritism from the refs.
Yeah,
And I mean, because to me, the Chiefs, just kind of like the Patriots, it's like they got favorited the more, like the better they got, the more they were favorited. Not they all of a sudden they're getting these crazy calls and now they're 3 time Super Bowl champs, or
yeah,
winning 3 out of however many. Oh man, here we go. We
that's
got a
crazy.
ding. We got a dinger early. But my point being, I don't think they can go in like, okay, look at the receivers this year, and they're all going to be free agents that I'm going to talk about. So you got
Yep,
D Hop and Hollywood,
yep.
both free agents, and off the rip, they're going to be keeping. You're going to be looking at Worthy,
Worthy.
Rice, and then D Hop,
Shit, I forgot about Rashi Rice, man.
because you got to think Rashi Rice, Worthy. Okay, cool, we'll rock with that.
Yeah.
Another free agent they have, Sky Moore. They'll have Sky
Uh,
Moore going into free agency. So you got
I
like
let Sky Moore walk.
like okay, but here's the thing though. You could easily have a lineup of something simple as Xavier Worthy, Rasheed Rice, Sky Moore, Pacheco in the backfield, and Kelce returning.
Yeah,
And to me, if they're healthy
yeah,
and they don't have to go pick up or Hollywood returns and that's one of their main targets, or they don't have to run with Juju and
yeah.
Wash D Hop, that's why I can't I nothing in me can tell me otherwise that they wouldn't be able to ball out.
You know, I mean, if Mahomes plays like Mahomes of years ago, and we don't get any of that
Years
ref bullshit or
ago, I
whatever,
mean,
no, I think that that team can move. I mean, he's done with shit teams, but no, the Rashi, I like that.
but I mean, you got Rashi Rice, you're running with Xavier Worthy. But okay, that's it though. That's not free agents. Every other receiver is a free agent. So I think to me it depends on who they do decide on keeping. Because you got D Hop, you got Sky Moore, you got Juju, you got McCole Hardman. There's
Well,
receivers
he can
who are
pick
going.
up someone else,
Can they?
maybe.
Can they? Can they? Because I know, I
They've
know,
seemed to have a little bit of pull.
I know T Higgins is getting a bag.
Agreed.
I don't think they're going to be able to pull off a Cooper Cup trade. I don't think
No,
they're pulling off a Debo trade. I don't think they're getting Devontae. I don't. I mean, there's not. It seems like
that's fair.
Tyreek walked back what he said about Tua and everything. So I mean, I don't. Or about just
That is funny.
Miami. It's
That's
like I
awesome.
don't. I don't
Leave
see
it
some
to
superstar receiver going to Kansas
Tyreek
City
to make
next
a
year.
fool out of himself. Who would have thunk?
Yeah, he's never done that before. But I would
No.
never. I just don't see a superstar receiver landing in Kansas City next year.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
So
it's
if
gonna have to be receiver by committee, like it's been for the past few years.
to me, I'd probably like okay, obviously Worthy Rice. I guess D Hop for a security blanket type guy. maybe. Um, maybe at a Sky Moore or McCole Hardman, I could pick one of them just to keep someone who's a little younger around, and we can just see if we. I mean, someone who just has been there and knows what
Correct me if
it,
I'm
like
wrong. They use Sky for returns sometimes.
he uses. Yes, he is a return man.
Yeah,
But it's just there are a lot of options that they need to make just at the wide receiver position when it comes to
yeah,
free agency. And we didn't even talk about Hollywood. Hollywood, I don't think they should bring back at all. But if they bring
no,
back Hollywood and he's their third option and
it's
he's
not
their
that bad.
veteran wide receiver,
Yeah,
come on, bro.
yeah.
I mean, that's not if we're talking. I know I know Diop seems a little more quiet, but he's probably the best veteran option out of him, Juju, and Hollywood. Who do you
Who,
want
D
in the
Hop?
locker? Who do you want in that locker room with them wide receivers?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with D
Not even
Hop.
close.
Um,
Get Juju the fuck out of there, dude.
but
Send Juju to the CFL.
I think defensively it might be even more. Nick Bolton,
Mm,
Nick Bolton, and Justin Reed both going to be free agents this
yep.
offseason, and I think Nick Bolton is going to be. I think he's going to get a lot of calls. I think a lot of teams are going to want him. Shit, I think even the Ravens might be going after Nick Bolton. I'm
Ooh.
saying like teams want Nick Bolton.
Yep.
Teams are going to be talking to Justin Reed. Tershawn Wharton, second in sacks for the Kansas City Chiefs
Tro
last
what?
year. Tershawn Wharton, second in sacks for the Kansas City Chiefs last year. Another piece in that defensive line who Chris Jones, he's only 30. I'm not gonna say he's getting old, but no, I mean,
Chris
actually, I'm not
Jones
gonna
is
play
old.
that game. He's getting older. He's only getting older. So I will say that they're not like the Eagles where they just got these young animals on the defensive
Dude.
line who are gonna
I was
be
watching
around.
a video on how Howie Roseman like got all these crazy players. It's nuts.
He watched Georgia games.
No, I'm saying like trading up for
Oh, okay.
Cooper DeJean, trading up, and somehow Jalen Carter falls to fucking 9 or whatever the fuck it was.
What do you mean somehow?
Forgot.
We know
What a bunch of dumbasses, dude. What a bunch of
somehow,
jackasses giving a shit
somehow.
about some
Oh
car
my
race that happened.
god, dude, that
They
was
let that affect
good.
his draft stock like a bunch of
That was like,
stupid idiots.
that was like a Julian Edelman. Like, yeah, one time Aaron told me,
Yeah, you're right.
like
Yeah, I
some
definitely
some
forgot that
for some reason Jalen
that
Carter
happened.
wasn't drafted as high as he
For
was
whatever reason, there was a Laramie
projected.
Tunsil esque issue, not but much worse than what Laramie Tunsil did.
No, the fact that he dropped than
For real,
farther than Jalen Carter
that
did
that
for
shows
smoking some gas through a gas mask.
shows, dude.
Whatever. I'm not gonna get too political. We're
Yeah,
just
let's
we're
not.
just talking about the Chiefs' downfall here.
Jalen Carter was in the
Um,
other car. It's fine.
yeah, but I'm not gonna.
I'm joking. I don't know
I'm
what
not
happened.
gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I wasn't there.
I'm not gonna defend anybody in that situation.
Only God knows, dude.
Some other free agents. See, and this is what I mean by they're not gonna be able to run with anybody because if they bring all these free agents back, like Kareem Hunt and Juju, it's like, what are we talking about? We got to
Yeah,
make sure Pacheco's healthy. We got to make sure Rashee Rice doesn't get tackled by Patrick
still
Mahomes.
got White Boy back there too. Carson
Um,
Steele.
yeah, no reason. Pacheco,
What?
you
Yo,
got
he
Pacheco.
has a pet alligator.
Both starting guards are going to be going into free agency this
Yeah, no,
offseason.
they definitely need to revamp some O line mid work.
So, I mean, yeah. Besides, what's his name on that left side? I don't really know who they're.
Who?
Well,
Orlando?
no, excuse me. Why did I forget his name? Joe
Tooney.
How do you say it? Left guard.
Is there
Uh,
Karloftis out there, or is he
he's
defense?
definitely a big a free agent that's a lot of teams are gonna be calling. Probably gonna be paying him a lot more or offering a lot more than Kansas City. And then on that left side, who is it? It's not Orlando. It's fucking or is it Orlando? Am I just being stupid?
Yeah,
And it's
Orlando's
and
left
it,
side,
it is
right?
that
No,
exact is that exactly
or is he
who
right side? I have no idea,
who
honestly.
who we're talking about here? Let me just
I don't know.
pull this back up because
Is he the bro
obviously
that jumps early every time?
it's not like they didn't just play a week ago. I knew we were off. Excuse me. Tooney on the left side at tackle, and then Jawan Taylor's who I was thinking about. Jawan
Jawan.
Taylor's who I was thinking about. So okay. I mean, they got they got some shit to actually back up everything I was talking about. Left guard, right guard, both free agents. They're gonna have to worry about that. Joe Tooney, left tackle, not going into free agency, but was in trade rumors with Cooper Cup a couple of days ago. I was
Really?
mixing up my offensive lineman. Sorry about
Gotcha.
that. But there's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on at every position, Devin. There's a lot
Yeah.
going on with the offensive lineman, whether it's free agency or trade talks, trade rumors. You got the same thing with the wide receivers. It's are we going to trade away our left tackle for Cooper Cup?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if I don't know. I don't
Unless they
know.
know something we don't. There is also the draft. They can do well in the draft.
But it's
I heard
not.
Andy Reid's a free agent
What are you
with
talking about?
God. Sorry.
Did he? I was gonna say. Did I miss something?
No,
Um,
no, he's good.
but out of I don't know. And I'm looking at. I think they can, like I said, easily have a lineup: Worthy, Rice, Pacheco. Bring back D Hop, even bring back Kelce. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like there's nothing left in the tank for Kelce.
No, it's funny. Like I was watching, and there's a headline on ESPN. There's a prompt. It was like, "Does Kelsey need to retire?" It's like, no, he can still play at a high level. It's like it's not draining on this team like crazy, but if he doesn't want to play, he doesn't have to play.
But I
And if they
truly
feel that
think
they don't want him, then they're not going to keep him. It's
if
simple.
if you ask a just non super hater, they're gonna admit like Travis probably just had a lack of focus on the football
For
on
real,
his football career this year,
for real.
and I think that's probably the case.
Yeah.
And I,
I mean, even outside of Taylor, like just everything.
and
He doesn't have any fun thing.
I think a lot of players get to that age where whether it's Taylor Swift or just a wife who's not the most famous
Yes.
woman alive, and you
Yeah.
might just be sitting there thinking like, do I want to lock in for one more year or put all my focus into my family or my post
Yeah.
football career?
Yeah.
Um, so
You think
I
Taylor
don't
will
think
ever
it's
catch? You think Taylor will ever put a gun to his head after catching
whoa
him with his cousin?
whoa what are we what
Do it. Earl. I was doing the Earl Thomas situation.
what are we wait. Oh, okay. Earl
I didn't
Thomas was
mean with.
okay.
Same
See,
house.
good God, Devin,
Sorry.
okay.
I'm really confusing things up
Earl
here.
Thomas was caught two manning with his cousin.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're saying if he
That's
got
what I
like
meant to say.
if him and Jason Kelsey got caught,
Yes.
like,
And Taylor puts a
I don't
gun
even
to
want
a
to. Nah,
loaded gun.
that would mean that definitely be a headline. It'd definitely be a headline.
It'd be pretty cool.
It would be a headline, but I think he would still probably get a chance to run it back with the Chiefs, Devin.
Yes.
I still think he would. And another thing, and you tell me how true this is. I think the AFC is just gonna only get better. It's gonna
Yeah,
get even
it's
more competitive.
really trending that way, and
I
I'm
mean,
cool with it.
Baltimore and Buffalo, they're not going anywhere.
Buffalo's going to get a lot better, actually. At least
Buffalo's obviously going to get a lot better
receiver
considering
wise.
we know what they got now, and I'm sure. I mean, they're going to be a destination for some of these free agents.
Yeah.
And same thing for Baltimore. And then you go over to, I believe, Cincinnati's obviously going to have a bounce back year.
No, Cincinnati's going to be probably one of the hotter destinations.
And then I don't know what moves Pittsburgh's going to make, but if they do make certain moves,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be in everybody else's way for absolutely no reason.
How about that Steelers player saying, we don't need Aaron Rodgers retire or some shit?
Who said that?
Can't remember.
Okay, because yeah, I
It
mean,
was some Steelers player, and he was like, yo, go sit on the couch, asshole. You suck. It's not what he
so
said, but I'm paraphrasing.
I guess if that's what they think, if they think Russell Wilson or Justin Fields will get it done, then good for them. I would have to
Or
disagree.
a draft pick. Quinn
Yeah,
Ewers.
or no, absolutely not.
Cameron Ward.
Houston's obviously bouncing back.
Houston's
Um,
going to be better, dude.
and then I mean, even in their own division, we don't know what's going to happen with them versus the Chargers, and for some reason, Denver made the playoffs. So I mean, there's going to be some
Yeah.
there's going to be some competitive teams in the AFC next season. And I think they're going to be even better than they were this past season.
The NFC is starting
Um,
to pull a little bit of weight.
the NFC is, and
Coming from us, that's about
we are
it.
about to get into the NFC. And you're right, Washington is a part of that NFC
Well, it's just us and
boost.
Philly, kind of.
Um,
Well, no, Detroit, Green Bay,
but to be
Minnesota.
honest, I kind of feel the same way I felt going into this conversation. I cannot count Kansas City out at all.
It's fair.
Like I can't. There's absolutely no reason to sit here and say that this is the start of the end of the Chiefs
No, I
dynasty
mean
or this is the downfall.
it's a hope type of deal.
No, no, well,
And but
it's
no,
a
I think the feeling for me at least comes from the irrationality of their playing well, like how weird that it felt that they were playing well with the team that they had,
mhm.
leads me to believe that some black magic could be going on, and
All right,
this
but see,
will
here's the
lead to their
thing.
downfall. Like whenever we talk about the Chiefs, it's like hypothetical. We're not talking about like, yo, it's this player and this player. It's usually like what's going on in their world. Well, like I try to think about like if Sky Moore helps or not, but then it's like I don't fucking know.
But
I can do that with other teams and it's not the Chiefs. It's weird.
if this is the bad year, if this is the bad team, if these were the bad stats, and the outcome was we lost in the Super Bowl, mind you, we got blown out, but we made it to the
Yeah,
Super Bowl and we lost,
yeah.
and we still have Patrick Mahomes on our roster. Are we really going to question if they're not going to be a guaranteed top 2 or 3 contender for next season? I mean,
I
that's
would
no,
like
there's
to
no
put
question.
them top 5,
Top 3 in the AFC.
top 4.
They are top 3 in the to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Who besides Baltimore and Buffalo are you putting over Kansas City? And please do not say Cincinnati.
Why not?
Okay, I guess it.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
I,
sure.
I think they'll make
But
defensive moves, and I think that
if
they can make their offense better.
if we think both teams are going to upgrade next year or in this offseason,
What team's
one
going to be better?
team was in the
Yeah,
Super Bowl, and one
I
team
agree.
missed the playoffs. So I mean, yeah, I think Cincinnati is going to
All
be
right, top
good,
3,
but
whatever.
I don't know. I can't count these fuckers out. I really can't.
No, I know, and I
That's my
wish I
point.
could. And I,
I
I
can
think
I
that's
count them
why
out.
we're hoping for their downfall,
I am see, but I'm this what like makes me feel good and just makes me like reminds me that like I am truly just a fan of football because deep down inside I'm not hoping for a downfall just because
Really?
it'd just be another team that's gonna be a waste of a square on my TV. Another team that'd be a waste of
No,
prime
when
time.
one team falls, another team rises, brother.
No,
And
that's
that
not
here's
always
the
the
thing:
case. That's not always the case. Do you not watch the NBA? That's not always the case.
the NBA
That,
doesn't count.
that ain't no. Oh, it counts. It
There's other
counts.
stars in the NFL outside of Pat, and Pat's not the biggest star in the NFL right now.
Okay.
And he hasn't been for a few years.
Pool wise, he's definitely number one.
What was?
Pool, like if there was one player that somebody needed that a company wanted on a commercial, or if there was one person that's gonna, it's 100% Patrick
I think
Mahomes.
Josh is getting up there. I think Joe's getting up there. I think if people liked Lamar like that,
All
he'd
right.
be up there. I love Lamar, but for whatever reason, the fucking nerds and marketing don't like him very much. Um, but no, I mean, the Chiefs' downfall could lead to a Baltimore uprising.
Yeah. See, here's the thing though. We get in our own way. So to me, I don't really think Kansas City being the 1 seed in the AFC is like the determining factor in how our season ends. I
It's
think the
true.
Ravens they're either going to get in their own way or figure out their own problem. Like they beat themselves every single year in the playoffs. We beat ourselves, so it's not. We could have knocked out the team that won the Super Bowl last year.
Yes.
And it had nothing to do with just how dominant the Chiefs were. The Ravens beat themselves.
Agreed.
So, I think the Ravens are still rising, while Kansas City continues to rise. I mean, I don't think like I'd rather us go in and
and
Kansas City continue
beat
to be
a
good, and we
top
go and
Kansas
beat
City team.
Kansas
Yeah.
City. Like
Like when
when
y'all
we,
beat the Pats
yeah, that's the thing. When
in
we went on
Foxborough.
that
Yeah.
run, we went on that run where it was
Like if y'all didn't have to go through Denver and New England, the run wouldn't have been as cool.
fuck no. But no, we
Yeah.
went into Denver double OT versus Peyton Manning, who threw for 5,050 the year after.
Yeah.
Tom Brady in New England. I mean, no,
Like
like
if you guys beat Houston and Jacksonville, not
yeah,
that cool.
it would have been weak. It would have been weak. Like it's like
Yeah.
when they shit on New England beating Jacksonville in the
Yeah,
AFC
exactly.
Championship
Yeah.
game. It's
There's
like,
no
well,
legacy there.
good job. If
Beating
that was
Jacksonville and then
anybody
losing to
else's,
Nick Foles.
if that was any other quarterback's only AFC Championship win, he would be. It would be the biggest asterisk AFC
Of
Championship win of all
course.
time. Of
Yeah,
all
no, you're
time.
right. You're right.
But moving on,